Yes, good evening everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS session, class 86, daily Takkar Rapid Series. We are discussing daily 10 quality MCQs based on today's current affairs. Today's lead topic is Global Innovation Index 2023. Right? So it was in news recently. So we are going to cover the first MCQ and the remaining 9 topics and relevant 9 MCQs. But yes, before that, a small announcement. There is going to be a new course, geography, GS geography module, which is going to be starting along with GS foundation batch at Lukmaan IAS. So students can join the GS foundation class complete, as well as the module wise admission can be also taken. So if you are willing to complete your geography preparation, especially for prelims and mains examination, many times I come across the students that they are preparing all this by themselves, all these subjects, or we can say that watching the YouTube videos and all. Yes, of course, the money is major hurdle for many students, especially from those who are weaker sections, we can say the rural background, and for them it is good opportunity to selectively join certain courses. ठीक है, आपको शायद 6 के 6 सब्जेक्ट्स का क्लास करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट फॉर ज्योग्राफी it is very important to have conceptual clarity in physical geography. Especially we need to also have a comprehensive notes which are dictated in the classroom about especially economic geography part. एक जगह पे सभी नहीं मिलता है, resources, industries and all, which we try to cover in the classroom and give crisp notes also. And these will be interactive sessions, जैसे मैं animations और graphs, diagrams, maps इसका यूज करता हूँ क्लासरूम में, so that students are understanding these concepts very easily. So those who want to join this, they can scan, and it is available on Lukmaan IAS website also. They can visit that and enroll for this course. It is going to start on 19th of October 2023. Fine? Okay. Today's quotation, before discussing 10 MCQs, what the quotation is saying. Courage. It is talking about the courage. Yes. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is quiet voice at the end of day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Yes, it is relevant. Many times, yes, good evening Vijay, good evening online students. So many times students feel that courage is something that rising up to the situation, and whenever you see that injustice is being done, so you are rising up and speaking against the injustice or evil that is being done at particular circumstances. But courage is not only that. It is not only about roaring. This is what she is saying here. Sometimes courage is quiet voice at the end of the day. I will try again tomorrow. That means, let's say your task is not completed. ठीक है, and you are like, जैसे अब टक्कर के टेस्ट सीरीज के स्टूडेंट्स की बात करते हैं, क्या होता है कि कंप्लीट ही नहीं हो रहा है, सर पढ़ के कंप्लीट ही नहीं हो रहा है, राइट? सो दिस इज मेन चैलेंज, राइट? एंड समटाइम्स यू मे फील डीमोटिवेटेड ऑल्सो. ठीक है कि कंप्लीट नहीं हो रहा है तो एग्जाम में थोड़ा सा अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं हो रहा है, एंड यस ऑफ कोर्स इट इज कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन, तो बाकी स्टूडेंट्स अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, सो यू मे फील डीमोटिवेटेड. बेसिकली at the end of the day you should be again having this hope that tomorrow I will again start from the scratch. ठीक है, and slowly you will we can say cover up whatever the lag that had happened. ये भी एक courage ही होता है. ठीक है, so can we say that वो जो race between tortoise and rabbit जो हमें बचपन से पढ़ाई गई स्टोरी है, तो टॉर्टोइज में भी करेज होता है. ठीक है, तो उसको पता है कि वो फास्ट है, तो भी वो धीरे धीरे चल रहा है और एंड तक पहुंच रहा है. एंड तक पहुंचना बहुत जरूरी है, एंड दैट रिक्वायर्स करेज. सो यू शुड बी ऑल्सो हैविंग दिस इन माइंड दैट आई हैव टू क्रैक दिस एग्जामिनेशन, आई हैव टू क्रॉस दैट लास्ट हर्डल ऑफ इंटरव्यू एंड गेट माई नेम इन द लिस्ट. ठीक है, तो दैट इज ऑल्सो पार्ट ऑफ करेज. ठीक है, okay, fine. Let's talk about now today's MCQs, the 10 topics. These are the 10 topics. We'll discuss them one by one. First, what should be answer to this one? Okay, so it is talking about Global Innovation Index, which was recently published, and yes, it is published by World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO. That is true, right? Switzerland is the most innovative country in 2023. Consecutively for 13 years, Switzerland has maintained the top position in this index. This year also that continued. So first and second statement is correct. Top science and technology clusters in the world in 2023 is Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Guangzhou. Okay, so in China it is saying that the top science and technology cluster, वो भी एक ranking होती है within that. Basically it is the region or area, geographical area, where the concentrated number of startups or innovators, scientists, they are located and working there. तो इसलिए वो cluster बोला गया है. But this is not true. Rather, the region in Japan, Tokyo and that region, that is, we can say, the topmost here. So this is incorrect. China, yes, this is true at present. It has the largest number of clusters overtaking the USA. ठीक है, तो चाइना में सबसे ज्यादा जो है clusters है अभी, innovation clusters और science and technology clusters we call. Okay, so 3 statements are correct here. Answer should be C. Fine. India का क्या rank है इसमें? 40. Same last year. No improvement. Okay, 40. All right. Let's talk about next question. Yes, online students, give your answers. Yes, startups, we can say unicorns also. So in one place many innovative businesses, entrepreneurs are located, so उसको हम बोलते हैं clusters. Now gravitational force of the earth pulls matter towards the center. We know basic science, physics, this is true. Now antimatter behaves in the opposite direction as compared to matter under the influence of gravity. Now matter and antimatter, they are having some contrasting properties, but when we talk about gravitational force, what Einstein said in the theory of relativity, that both matter as well as antimatter behave in the same manner under the influence of gravity. So both are attracted towards the center of the earth under the influence of gravity. So properties you should be knowing. This is actually incorrect. This is okay. We know about CERN. This is European, we can say, Research Institute, and the Large Hadron Collider. This project is undertaken by the CERN. ठीक है, fine. हाँ, matter and antimatter means basically जैसे हम अलग अलग फोर्सेस की बात करते हैं कि उस काउंटर फोर्स होता है हमेशा, ठीक है. तो मैटर को भी जैसे सिंपली हम बोलते हैं कि जो पॉजिट्रॉन और इलेक्ट्रॉन, जो निगेटिव वाला जो है समझो हम, ठीक है, प्रोटॉन एंड इलेक्ट्रॉन, तो बेसिकली उसको हम एंटी मैटर बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है. तो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग प्रॉपर्टीज जिसको हम बोलते हैं, ठीक है. सो दैट वी कैन से दैट इट इज वन सच एग्जांपल. Sir, it's centripetal force or gravitational force pulling towards its center. So see, try to understand, it is the gravitational force, ठीक है, it is not the centripetal force, ठीक है. centripetal force हम जनरली बोलते हैं कि कोई भी रोटेटिंग बॉडी होती है तो उसके सेंटर पे वो खींचता है, ठीक है. तो that is we can say that for all things that are rotating, but gravitational force is one such thing which is, we can say, having larger context of universe. सारे जो planets है, stars है, उनका भी gravitational force है. Okay, so we can say that it is different, ठीक है. नहीं तो हमें तभी भी एग्जाम्पल बताया होता कि वो भी gravitational force है, ठीक है. तो gravitational force is example of centripetal force, तो वैसे नहीं है, ठीक है. Okay, all right. Fine. So A is the correct answer here. Let's talk about next one. What about this one? recently this particular JP Morgan company has announced that Indian bonds will be indexed in the global, we can say that international indices. ठीक है, so कौन सा है ये emerging market bond index. ठीक है, तो इंटरनेशनल इंडेक्सेस जो है, हमें पता है कि BSE एंड जो NSE है तो वो नेशनल लेवल पे है. इंडियन बॉन्ड्स और सिक्योरिटीज विल बी नाउ ऑल्सो इंडेक्स टू इंटरनेशनल इंडेक्सेस. इट शैल इंक्रीज, ये स्टेटमेंट देखिए, इट शैल इंक्रीज द इनफ्लो ऑफ फॉरेन फंड्स इन इंडियन डेट मार्केट. Of course, it will help raise the investment and then that investment come into India. This is true. It shall increase the yield on Indian bonds. Now here the concept will be tested. Yes, Sachin, good evening. Okay, so try to give answers here. The basic concept we know that when there is increase in demand, when there is increase in demand of the bonds, what happens to yield? Yield reduces. Now, due to let's say indexing of Indian bonds in the international market, what will happen? Their demand will increase, and that's why yield will come down. Okay, so this is, we can say, incorrect. Both sovereign as well as corporate debt will be part of this index. At present, only around 13 government bonds, government securities, they are allowed to become part of this international इंडेक्स. ठीक है, तो ये प्राइवेट कॉर्पोरेट बॉन्ड्स जो है अभी के लिए एट प्रेजेंट इट इज नॉट. दिस इज इनकरेक्ट, दिस इज इनकरेक्ट, ओनली वन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ठीक है, यस. नेक्स्ट, इंडिया एजिंग रिपोर्ट किसने दिया था ये? देयर वाज एडिटोरियल आल्सो. है ना, पॉपुलेशन फंड जो है, यूनाइटेड नेशन पॉपुलेशन फंड जिसको हम बोलते हैं, नॉट UNDP. सो दिस इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. देन सदर्न स्टेट्स ऑफ इंडिया हैव हायर शेयर ऑफ एल्डरली पॉपुलेशन देन नेशनल एवरेज. वन कैन इजीली यूज द लॉजिक ऑल्सो. ठीक है, द सदर्न स्टेट्स फर्टिलिटी रेट इज वेरी लो. अलॉन्ग विद दैट ओवरऑल इफ यू टॉक फ्रॉम द मीडियन एज, तो सदर्न का ज्यादा है नेशनल एवरेज से. ठीक है, सो दिस इज करेक्ट एंड दैट्स व्हाई. ओके, फाइन. देयर वाज दिस आर्टिकल इन द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर टॉकिंग अबाउट द नीड ऑफ एल्डरली केयर एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन दैट, looking at more and more population will be aging in India. What about this one? South China Sea conflict between that Philippines and China. It is in news. South China Sea, bordering nations. India is not a part. ठीक है. What about others? Vietnam है, Taiwan है, Philippines है, Malaysia is also having border, Indonesia is there, Brunei is also having border. So 6C is the correct answer. ठीक है. So generally UPSC is asking let's say mapping part from the static part of world mapping, like these. जैसे लास्ट इस बार उन्होंने यूक्रेन का पूछ लिया, ब्लैक सी वाला जो यूक्रेन वाला जो है. ठीक है, यूक्रेन का बॉर्डर क्योंकि वो न्यूज में था. बट along with that the static aspect like Mediterranean Sea and let's say bordering Caspian Sea, Black Sea, in past also UPSC has asked this. ठीक है, तो आपको वो तैयार करके रखना है. Next, you can see here this UPSC has asked this one, no? Spratly Islands, Paracel Island, this was already asked, right? Disputed islands in South China Sea. What about this one? POCSO, yes, Law Commission report recently talked about age of consent, but it said that there is no at present need to reduce the age of consent. From time to time there is debate on reducing age of consent. Under POCSO Act it is 18 years. ये 16 लिखा हुआ है, this is incorrect. And yes, the progressive let's say view says that it should be reduced to 16. ठीक है, so as to reduce the criminalization of, we can say that love relationships and the voluntary, we can say that relationships among the couples, young couples. तो ये वाले जो misuse हो रहा है provision का, that is problematic from time to time. High Court and Supreme Court has also highlighted this issue, but now Law Commission again said that नहीं करना है. Rather they said that the judiciary should have some guidelines, है ना. तो केस टू केस बेसिस पे उन्होंने गाइडलाइंस के अकॉर्डिंगली जजमेंट देना चाहिए, ऐसा वो बोल रहे हैं. द एक्ट प्रोवाइड्स फॉर स्पेशल कोर्ट्स विच कंडक्ट यस इन कैमरा ट्रायल्स विदाउट रिवीलिंग. दैट इज ट्रू. अगर आपने वो एक ही बंदा काफी मनोज वाजपेयी की मूवी देखी है, पॉक्सो एक्ट का ही दिखा सारा, है ना. हाँ. द एक्ट मैंडेट्स द इन्वेस्टिगेशन टू बी कंप्लीटेड इन 2 months फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ रजिस्ट्रेशन. दिस इज ऑल्सो ट्रू. ठीक है. Along with that, there was this recently very unfortunate and we can say something that whole country should morally reject. The Ujjain में जो incident हुआ है, right? So there was this let's say particular provision of POXO Act is being invoked, and that is those who are, let's say, not reporting the crime, they are going to be also we can say that against them also some sections of this particular act will be invoked. उनके against भी हम बोल सकते हैं कि FIR lodge होगी. The POXO is having this very unique provision. उसमें क्या लिखा गया है कि अगर कोई पर्सन देख रहा है या जान रहा है कि गलत हो रहा है, under this act particular let's say crime is being done, and that crime is not being reported. What happened that in that the victim was actually seeking help from the people, and the people denied help despite of knowing her condition. So this is also basically criminal act under POXO. ठीक है. तो आपको ये सारी चीजें पता होनी चाहिए. It is also gender neutral. It is also gender neutral. ठीक है. So only first one is incorrect. B is the correct answer. Fine. So we can expect such question from part of social justice as well as society. Social justice GS2, society GS1. ठीक है. United Nations Convention against Transnational Organized. Okay. Yes. This particular convention is also called as Palermo Convention. This was adopted in 2000 in Palermo, Italy. That's why the name Palermo Convention. Organized crime we learn in internal security part GS3. So United Nation body, United Nations Office, Drugs and Crime. This is the custodian. This is also true. We can say nodal agency for dealing with this one is in India is Narcotics Control Bureau. Now students may be confused here. It is talking about drugs और ये नार्कोटिक्स, बट दिस इज इनकरेक्ट. CBI. इंटरनेशनल डीलिंग्स जो भी होते हैं ना, तो जनरली CBI इज द नोडल एजेंसी. ठीक है. फाइन. ओके. तो क्या आंसर होगा इसका? 2. फर्स्ट 2 आर 2 ओनली. हाँ. व्हाट अबाउट दिस वन? ओके. स्पेशल एडिशनल एक्साइज ड्यूटी. It is a type of excise duty that is levied on goods as well as services in India. This is true on both goods and services. Excise duty. It is direct tax that is paid by consumer and collected by the government. Excise duty, it is saying, no, okay, excise duty is indirect tax. Very clear. Okay, so it is not part of GST. Try to understand. This is separate. Special additional excise duty is there. So it is indirect tax. This is incorrect. Then it is not levied on cigarette products in India. This is incorrect. It is levied. Rather, this particular special additional tax, excise duty is on, we can say that those goods and services which are considered as part of luxury and non-essential. ठीक है. महंगी कार ले रहे हैं, महंगी वॉचेस ले रहे हैं, तो उसके ऊपर ये मतलब क्या बोल सकता है, ड्यूटी है, एक्साइज ड्यूटी. Then rates are set by Indian government. This is, we can say that correct. So 2 statements are correct here. You can say that B is the correct answer. Fine. ये न्यूज में था शास्त्रा रामानुजा प्राइज द हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर में. Right. It is an annual award given to young mathematician who contributed to Ramanujan's field of interest. This is true. This is one of the most prestigious awards in the field of mathematics, only for Indian students. China के हाँ तो of course he is followed from US. जो कौन सी यूनिवर्सिटी है? बर्कलीज यूनिवर्सिटी ना. हाँ ठीक है. तो ये इनकरेक्ट है of course. It is given to the given at International Conference on Number Theory during the month of December. This is true. Basically, this award is given by one institute, that is Research Institute on Mathematics, that is located at the let's say birthplace of Ramanujan, कोयम्बतूर है ना. कोयम्बतूर में ना क्या कुंभकोणम में? कुंभकोणम ना, टेम्पल टाउन इन तमिलनाडु, कुंभकोणम. हाँ तो द रामानुजन. ठीक है. $10,000 prize money. Right. Fine. So 2 statements again. B is the correct answer. ये question. ठीक है. Bilateral agreement. India signed Social Security Agreement for professionals, and it aims to ensure legal rights of professionals in each other's domain that will assist in risk-free international mobility. With which of the following countries? Recently, it was signed with Argentina. Okay, B is the correct answer. ठीक है. So in past UPSC has asked such kind of things. ये agreement किसके साथ हुआ है? Bilateral agreement. So that's why we are asking such question. Okay, fine. So these are today's 10 MCQs. All right, any question related to them? Fine then, let us stop. Okay.